I wish you lot could feel what I was feeling, but there's just so much power around it as well. It's like, it's so empowering. Butterflies are significant to this reading. White, yellow butterflies. Any kind of butterflies actually, but specifically the white, yellowish looking butterflies are significant to this reading. The first message, the first channel, okay, slow it down for me please, okay, because I can feel this energy wanting to come in real fast. The first message that I was getting is, in order to be the light, you need to be willing to shine bright. And with you shining bright, sometimes you are not necessarily going to see what is going on around you because you are shining so bright, which I'm hearing spirit is for your benefit, because sometimes the things that are going on around you are not necessarily beneficial for you, and you knowing what's going on around you, the density of that information will drag you down in some type of way, okay? I'm kind of feeling like maybe you have the energy of someone who is happy-go-lucky. You are someone who is bubbly. You are someone who is just... Some may say that you have a certain kind of naivety to you where you are... Okay, I'm hearing operating in Delulu. Cool. So some of you may have a certain level of delulu to you where you don't necessarily see what's going on around you. Like, you don't see the snakes in the grass, you don't see the wolves cloaked in sheep's clothing. Like, you are unaware of what is going on around you at the minute, okay? However, I'm kind of feeling like lately you've been trying to take control of certain situations, and spirit is basically saying, baby, get out of the way. Okay, you're in the way. Get out of the way. Okay, there are certain things that you are trying to control. You are trying to control your career path. You are trying to control relationships. You are trying to control how your partner shows up. You are trying to control who you attract into your life. Okay, there is a certain path and there is a certain destiny that you have signed up to and that you are kind of journeying down at the minute. And it's not to say that you are not the creator of your reality, because you are. Of course, yes. However, there are certain times within your path where you need to literally just take your hand off the steering wheel and allow spirit to adjust. Allow your higher self to take the wheel and allow your vessel to just follow where you are going. Okay, I'm hoping this makes sense, because right now I just feel like I'm channeling and I'm just talking. Okay. Some of you are also channelers as well. Some of you could be trance channelers, and some of you have maybe been noticing that there's a lot of information that's coming through you and you're not knowing how to deal with it, so you're trying to control it. Okay, something about feeling stuck, okay, not being able to explain what it is that you can do. Maybe this is something new to you, okay? Maybe you've been trying to control the channel. I'm hearing something about you speaking, spirit speaking through you, and you trying to control what's coming through, okay? As a channeler, that's not something that you're supposed to do. You see how it went dark? That's not something you're supposed to do. Spirit is giving you the messages according to what that person or whoever you're speaking to, or I'm also hearing energetically that they're amplifying your energy energetically for certain spaces and rooms that you're in. It's almost as if you are the catalyst for energetic sort of upgrades, light codes, all of these kind of things, and you're noticing that, but you're trying to control it, okay? I'm also hearing that spirit has been giving you promptings and guiding you to certain places, certain people, certain things, okay? Some of you are going through a complete life change at the minute, okay? I'm hearing something about some of you are deciding to study science, go into the scientific field of things is also what I'm getting, okay? Studying particles, atoms, curvatures, all of those kind of things. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is what I'm hearing. So there's something here about that, but there is something here about you being in a space where right now you need to get out of your own way. And some of you know that you're meant for bigger, you know you're meant for better, okay? Just within your own right, not necessarily to be seen by people, but you know that you are meant for a bigger purpose, so you're ready to step into your bigger purpose, okay? Some of you have probably recently just ended your Saturn returns as well, even though we are in Saturn retrograde at the minute, okay? So you're going to be noticing that there's a lot of like lessons or a lot of things that are coming back up for like review, not necessarily similar to a Mercury retrograde. No, it's almost as if these lessons are just presenting themselves to you to show you that you've learned it, okay? And that can come through the form of people going through similar things to yourself, or you witnessing something and being like, I used to be at that point. I remember when I used to be there, so on and so forth. Some for clarification, okay? I am feeling that at this minute though, some of you are hesitant. Again, it's coming back to this control. There's something here about you trying to control situations that you have no control over. The only thing that you can control is your attitude to things and the way that you operate within that said situation. You can only control yourself, okay? There's also something here about, yeah, compassion. Okay, that jumped out. Okay, I'm gonna put it back, but it jumped out. So there's something here about having compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within you and everyone. Okay, lotus flowers could be significant at this particular time. Meditation is going to be very key for you. Some of you are noticing that there's upgrades when it comes to your meditations. Okay, there's something here about your pineal glands. Some of you maybe have noticed that when you go into meditation, there's something here about coming out of it, or while you're in it, you're noticing that your third eye, your pineal gland is pulsating. Okay, and it's funny because she does have you know, a mark that's had, you can't see it, but she's got something that's highlighted over her for third eye. Yeah. I feel like some of the experiences that you are going through at the minute, you feel like you cannot communicate to the people around you because it's not part of like usual chit chat. Okay. So there's something here about your meditations amping up. There's something here about you going through certain things that you feel like you can't communicate. Okay. And Spirit is giving a guidance that there are plenty of communities, groups, spaces that you can go to speak to join in order. Why am I stuttering? What is going on? There's something here about communication. Okay, you try to communicate something effectively to someone, or you try to communicate how you've been feeling, what you've been going through, and it hasn't been well received, and it's causing a problem with your throat chakra, which is very interesting because I was told to wear blue today and I'm wearing blue right now. Okay, I was told to wear blue today, and blue does govern the throat chakra. It governs communication. So there's something here about your communication. There's something here about you choosing to speak regardless of whether you're understood or misunderstood. Okay, and not to allow that to cause you to, I heard the word wilter, okay? But basically like fold, okay? Have compassion for the individuals that do not understand you at this particular time, okay? There's something here also about having compassion for yourself, and I'm starting to get hot. Whew. Have compassion for yourself, okay? So some of you could have got into like a heated argument, okay? And it's kind of giving black sheep, black swan. Maybe you are someone who is always kind of misunderstood in your social groups and in your family dynamics, okay? But you're noticing that this is something that is crucial for your elevation, your evolution, okay? And there's something here about you coming out of that dynamic. I'm also hearing that things had to get worse before they could get better. Son, for clarification. Okay. There's something here about the dynamics that you were in and situations and social groups and circles that you were in had to get worse before they got better, because you had to see, oh, my voice is breaking. Do you hear that? Yeah. So some of you, there is something you've had to come out and say, okay? Also, I feel like this is also linked to some kind of police investigation as well for some of you. Something about someone being removed from the premises, okay? Someone getting some type of justice for something. Someone is getting their child back as well, full custody of their child back. Or they're releasing the custody of their child, okay? This has been something in the works. But something had to get worse before it gets better. There's also something here about something involving a child, okay? A child and a stove. I don't know what this is. Like, I'm just getting there. Something had to get worse, and there may have been some type of harm which was the worst in order for things to get better, okay? And you've had to stand your ground. You've had to speak your truth. You've had to step up in some type of way, okay? But with you doing this, this is you amplifying your energy, amplifying your light. You're being the light, therefore you are shining brighter. Okay, and like they say, moths are attracted to flames. I don't necessarily believe that moths are negative in any sense, but they do. A lot of moths, flies and stuff are attracted to bright lights, and you are bright. And in that sort of like analogy that I'm using, I feel like because you shine so bright, there's a lot of dark aspects that are attracted to you. And I feel like because of that, you, like, some of you have kind of been oblivious to it, but of lately it's almost as if you've been trying to control things, because in the midst of your delulu, in the midst of you being happy-go-lucky, being bubbly and all these things, you are noticing some of these darker aspects coming in and trying to disrupt I'm hearing a filter that you have to keep these things out. So now you're trying to control how things go, but the control is dimming your light. I don't know if this makes sense, but let's see. Okay, leap of faith, blooming. Yeah, you're just getting started, so have patience with yourself, the process, and do not give up. Take a risk, put your heart and true desires into action. So yeah, I feel like there's something that you are, it's almost as if you're stepping into some type of leadership role, and it doesn't have to be work related. It could just be leadership within yourself. Like, you are showing yourself that you do not necessarily have to keep following a certain path that is expected of you. Okay, and with you choosing to do that, that's where you're becoming this light who shines bright, but it's disrupting the people around you, your social groups, all of these type of things. Okay, some of you could be coming out of the closet, as they say, when it comes to like LBGTQ plus, yeah, that community, or something about, you know, you deciding to go on like your trans journey or things of that nature. It's like something that is not deemed as like the norm or fully accepted in society is something that you are pursuing at the minute, is kind of what I'm getting. So you're taking a leap when it comes to this. And it's interesting because remember when I said butterflies are significant? She's got wings. Okay, some of you could have recently felt like you've had wings, or you've been dreaming of wings. Okay, hot wings is also significant. I just smell hot wings. I don't eat meat, but I can smell hot wings. Okay, right. So you're blooming. It's like you're stepping into this new phase of yourself as well. It's like you're blossoming, all right? And you need to have patience. It's like you're in this in-between phase. This phase where it's like the old aspects of you is trying to hold you back because it feels so uncomfortable to step into this new version of you that you know is literally shattering all of the facades and fake realities around you. But you're choosing to blossom, you're choosing to bloom, okay? And not everyone around you is going to be happy about that. There's a child involved here. Oh my God, on the split, I literally pulled guiding children. There's children involved here. There's something about children here. There has been some type of accident or some type of event that involves a child, which requires you to either have custody of the child, okay, adopt the child, or take the child in for a certain amount, or fostering a child, okay? And maybe this wasn't in your plan, wasn't in your life plan, but it's kind of fell at your feet, and it's like, are you going to step up, or are you not? However, there's something about this that's going to activate you. This child is activating you. There could also be a pet involved as well, like a cat. Okay, I'm getting strongly a cat, but there's something here about guiding children. Use your skills now to help children now. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Yeah, so there's something about this child benefiting from your healing energy, and this child is also like a healing child. I'm getting rainbow crystal child. There's something very significant about that, okay? Guiding children. And you're needing to be strong at this time. Sekhmet could be significant for some of you. Okay, lions are also significant as well. Okay, something about a lion tattoo or you seeing a lion tattoo, or seeing lions at a zoo or safari that you're going to. I don't know why that went dark. I'm also getting that for some of you, you have passed and surpassed a level of not allowing mind trickery is also what I'm getting. There's something here about mind games here. So you could have been part of a family circle or social circle, or even I'm hearing a toxic work environment where there was a lot of mind games, okay? It's almost like you're breaking out of the chains or the prison of this mind game that you were in. And really allowing yourself to just see everything for what it truly is, okay? And there's something significant about this week. I'm hearing Thursday, which is tomorrow, or whenever you're seeing this, because this is a timeless reading. But there is something about Thursday. I'm seeing the tower card in my mind. The tower mind. Interesting. All right, let's get into tarot and see what other messages you've got. I heard the name Ellie, Rebecca, Tyson. Yeah, 5 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. This is where you was. This is where you are now. And this is currently what you're doing. There's something about surrendering, but there's also something about you've won the battle. I'm almost getting like you've won your mind back. And this is what's helping you to shine brighter. It's giving you a certain level of confidence. The 5 of Cups for me is you being in a space where you are literally emotionally depleted. Like, you see how 3 of his cups are turned over, but there's 2 cups he can't see. It's like you've gone through something that, and the number 3 can represent like the child. It can represent creativity. It can represent, you know, innocence. So for some of you, there's something here about either you feeling like your innocence was taken. For some of you, it could have been taken from a young age, or you feel like this could be involving a situation with a child whose innocence was taken. And that is reminding you of maybe something you went through in your childhood, and you're having to step up to the plate now in some kind of aspect, okay? But he's depleted here, okay? However, he doesn't realize, because he cannot see, that there's about to be a turnaround, because there are still 2 cups that are upright, meaning that there is still emotional restoration that is available to him. And I feel like that's what this is. I feel like there's something about you standing firm on very solid foundations. I'm hearing standing firm on the shoulders of your ancestors. I just feel like for some of you, this is a really deep situation that just, it surpasses what you've physically got going on. And it's this physical situation is a whole catalyst for this ancestral either healing, uproar, for it to be cleared, okay? But you're standing strong on the shoulders of your ancestors, okay? You could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, a Virgo, all right? But you have a foundation that's built, or you're in the midst of building this foundation. I feel like for some of you, the reason, yeah, see, when I was talking about emotional restoration, you've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom. You chose to fight this battle, you won, okay? I know this sometimes can be the card of surrender, but I'm getting the energy that you won, okay? Even though this flag is blue, I'm seeing a white flag. You won the battle, okay? Because you chose not to back down. You chose to stand in the face of your shadows, even when it scared you. You chose to speak up, even when it scared you. You chose to step up to the plate, even though you knew that it wasn't something that you had planned, but you chose to do it anyway. And this is why you're getting this emotional restoration, okay? Okay. You got the death card as well with the 8 of Swords. I'm also hearing something about an interracial baby. A baby of mixed heritage. This is what the battle could also be over as well. Okay? Maybe you are part of a family. Sounds clarifying the hell out of this message. Maybe you are part of a family or a social group that's not accepted. I'm hearing, I heard Hebrew, a Jew, okay? Maybe in your culture, intermingling with different races is not something that's accepted. But you have been, and now there is a baby that's coming out of it, okay? And this might be the space that you're in where it's like you're having to cut ties with your family are cutting ties with you because of this, okay? It's had you in mental anguish. However, you've been working hard to not let this confusion and this sort of disrupted path get the best of you, because you are with child, or you are carrying child, or you do have child on the way. I don't know, this is like a deep message. Yeah, this is a new beginning for you. A leap of faith. Some of you could own a dog, okay? Scorpio is standing out to me, Taurus is standing out to me, Aquarius is standing out to me, and Pisces is standing out to me, okay? And Leo. But it's like, this is where your delulu comes in, is kind of what I'm feeling. It's almost as if, like, even though all of this is going on around you, it's like you're choosing to be in this energy where it's like, okay, so what if my family are in a space of disowning me? So what if I've gone against the norm? So what if this is not how I thought my life would go? So what if I had decided? And that's another thing. Some of you are choosing, I'm really getting family here. Some of you are choosing confirmation. Some of you are choosing different career paths that literally your family are disowning you for. But the reason for this is that no matter how much you've tried to, because I feel like for some of you, you've really tried to please the people around you for a very, 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 very long time, like an incredibly long time, since childhood, okay? You've really tried to please the people around you, okay? And there's something you've wanted to do. I'm seeing someone playing the guitar as well. Trombone is significant as well. Instruments, music, musician, something, okay? But the guitar is very significant, okay? But you've always had a love for, let's say, music or artistry or something that's been either more creative, okay? I believe everything is creative, but something that you would deem as more creative, okay? That might not necessarily fit into the normal confines of the typical job role of like a doctor or a lawyer. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, those are like the gold standards for our society as to what outward success looks like, okay? Some of you that are watching this, you'll catch my drift. But there's been something that you have been wanting to do for such a long time that you have been pushing down, and I guess that's where the voice stuff was coming in, because voice doesn't just govern speech, it governs expression. It's linked to your creativity, okay? So now that you've gotten to this point where it's like there is something in you that can't push this down anymore, and it's almost as like you are being given the strength, okay? Yeah, you're closing out a cycle to begin a new one, where you've been given this strength. This is also where the lion's coming, because I'm seeing the strength card in my mind, to be able to pursue what you've always wanted to pursue. Whatever career, hobby, or whatever it is that you've wanted to pursue, you're pursuing that now. But you know that's going to require sacrifices or letting go of said people, things, places, or I'm even hearing having to move country. Some of you are choosing to move country, up and leave. And I'm hearing it's a thing where some of your your family or whoever's you consider close to you is saying, well, if you leave, don't come back. And even though you know this is, I'm seeing some of you crying over this as well. It's like you're crying while you're packing, or you're crying while you're either being kicked out or you're moving. I'm seeing a plane ticket. Okay. August. I'm seeing AUG. Okay, so some of you may be planning to go in August, or this whole situation is going to happen in August, but you're choosing to stand your ground. Okay, with the Queen of Swords here. I'm also seeing like small altercations. Not anyone actually having full-on fights, but I am seeing like it getting heated, where it's like people are being stopped from fighting each other. Okay, I'm seeing a man defend his partner. His partner is a woman, against the mother or the father because of said pregnancy, or because they want to be together and you're choosing to. This is very like, this is very shining bright. This is very like, I'm standing my ground and this is what I want, and this is empowering you. This is like very, it's giving solar plexus activation-esque kind of thing. And I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the fact that it's such a very devastating, there's a lot of devastating scenarios, but I wish you lot could feel what I was feeling, but there's just so much power around it as well. It's like, it's so empowering. It's like, it's empowering because it's like, if there is a child involved and you are bearing child or having a child, it's like your child is giving you the strength to shine bright in your truth. And it's activating like and unlocking certain parts of your chakra system that may have been like blocked, or you know, had filters over them to be removed and be energetically transmuted. It's kind of what I'm feeling, you know. It just feels very powerful. It feels like all in the midst of all this chaos, you're getting a power up. All right, and get a couple more and that's it. Yeah. Empress. I told you there's something about a pregnancy here, and she's got a little bump. Okay, can you see that bump that she got there? Yeah, there's something here. Lotus flowers are very significant, and lotus flowers very much talk about you being in a space where they grow from very stagnant and chaotic waters. So, but they become literally like what I said, like you're in the midst of chaos, but you are so powerful, like you are beaming. It's the same with a lotus flower. A lotus flower grows from very stagnant waters that where things shouldn't grow, but this beautiful flower appears. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, that's who you are right now. And the Empress is like, you're in your Empress energy, where it's like, regardless of the situation, what's going on around you, you are giving yourself permission to activate the creator within you to create the outcomes of what you want. And right now you are creating power, stability, and choosing you and what you want for your life, because that's what's most important for you. Okay? And some may deem this as selfish, but it's not. So this card to me is obviously, it talks about travel. You see how you got boats there? So he's waiting for ships to come in and waiting for ships to go out. But it's almost as if, like, for me, the energy I'm getting from this card is like you've made your decision for that ship, for you to go on that ship, and that ship is sailing out. Okay? That ship is sailing out. You've gone inwards. It's like some of you have probably doubled down on your spiritual beliefs or your religious beliefs. And you're putting all trust and knowing in whatever it is that you believe in, whether that's God, Buddha, Allah, self, source, whatever, right? And you're choosing to go against human expectations and trust the expectations and knowing of that higher power that is around you and resides within you. This situation is inspiring you. Okay, there's going to be so many opportunities that come out of this because you have dropped the burdens. You've said fuck the burdens, and this deck is upright. I don't know. Yeah, look, you've dropped the burdens and you've chosen to walk away. I'm kind of feeling this is gonna happen around the next full moon. I'm also getting the Lionsgate portal. Oh, that's why the Lions is coming up. Right. So prepare yourself for something that may feel like upheaval, but isn't necessarily upheaval. It's the path to new beginnings. Sun for clarification. Okay? It's the path to new beginnings because you're putting this burden down and you're choosing to take one path, okay? You're choosing to take one path. And we just go back to the Ace of Cups. So yeah, that's your message. I hope that resonates. I know it seemed a bit doom and gloom, but the message is the message, okay? I bless that resonates, and you loads of love, and I will see you in the next video.